Is it hard waiting? Because like I said, I think the Canton call is coming. The numbers are all there, the championships, and there's always sort of a wait, right? You're like I get that Terrell Owens was mad, but there's sort of a pecking order that, okay, I get you feel like you're either a Hall of Famer or you're not, but we just can't put everybody in on the same day. We've got to have the ceremony next year too. I feel like that's coming. Is that important to you? How much would you like to have that on the resume?
The reason why it's important, yes, it is important. It's important because of my story. My story, African-American, from the inner city in special needs class, special education. My teachers were my real heroes. My mom bringing up 5 kids by herself, had 3 jobs, caught 2 buses, just a carpool. And to play in high school as a first All-American in my school history, going to Florida State University, and Coach Bobby Bowden only has 1 home visit, and he chose me to come to the projects to tell my mom that he's going to give me a scholarship. Although I was a Prop 48, that meant I didn't pass the SAT test, didn't get a high enough score. Going to the most storied franchise. Oh yeah, it's important because I want people to know that a Hall of Famer is still supposed to be a normal guy. Everything we've talked about won't change. And I think I would be one of the few Hall of Famers, once I make it, that's still going to schools, live in Oak Creek, and I just want to show kids that it's attainable. Yeah, I just saw him at the gas station. He was pumping his own gas. I mean, yes, that's what we do. We pump gas. So in football-wise, it's important because I think in the 90s, people thought maybe we only had a few, just Reggie White, Brett Favre, Ron Wolf, and that was it. But you still had one more guy, and I was a first team all decade. I really thought that would be something that made you a finalist a long time ago, but it wasn't. So, and I'm thinking, okay, now that Drew Pearson went in, now the 70s, 80s, 90s, and 2000s, I'm the only first team all decade member that's not in. So, and me and my mom always talked about it, and she was like, well, last in you get the more money, last in, first out, that thing. But and I know the frustration of guys wanting to get in, John, but I'll say this. My mom say, listen, you gotta be excited because there's a lot of guys would never be in your position that think they should. So I just embrace it. But last year was different though. Because when you get the phone call that you didn't make it, you kind of just, like the first year, okay, first time I find it's pretty exciting. We're in Miami. They call you up. Okay, Mr. Baker. Mr. Baker goes, well, Leroy, unfortunately, then I knew. I say, yes, sir. I'll see you next year. It's all good. I don't need all this speech. I get it tough for you. The following year, we're in the pandemic. Well, we're still in the pandemic. But that phone call was different. It was like, unfortunately, so I knew. He said, but wait. You made the final 10. I said, oh, that's kind of a game changer because that means you're really close. And that means on some people's ballot, you probably made their final 5 in the ballot. And then, but John Lynch was a finalist.
You're a better player than John Lynch. I can't hold back. You're a better player than John Lynch.
Well, he was a finalist for 8 years. And they're like, we got to get him in. We got to get Atwater in. And then we got this. And then, because Rondé Barber, who I think put up big numbers, his people were like, well, you got to wait till Leroy Butler gets in. But as long as they talk about safeties, which they haven't for a while, John, as you know, I think I'll be in there. But the next time we do this interview, because it will be a part 2, because we don't have enough time to cover everything, then I want your kids to say, not only that I knew Leroy Butler a long time ago, I can actually see the jacket and touch it and feel it and put it on.
And I hope people don't forget, because I know I don't. We talk about the 3 people that transformed the franchise that came in, and it was Brett, and it was Reggie, and it was you. But we traded for Brett. Reggie picked us. You were there first.
Yep.
And we never forget that.
I'm glad you brought that up because they all joined me.
Yep.
I was there. We were 6-10, 4-12. And things, so I saw when it was bad, and then all of a sudden it got better. And it's been better ever since. So thanks.
It has been. And we thank you for that. And we thank you for being with us here on Inside Wisconsin.
Thank you so much. Remember part 2 now when I get in the Hall of Fame. We'll do a part 2.
Please.
Done. Here first. We'll see you then.
Yeah. Yes. This will be the first show I go on once I make it.
Well, good news. We're recording that, and we'll hold you to it. Thanks, brother. Appreciate it.
Thanks a lot, guys. I really appreciate it.